What's going on, YouTube? Yo, I think I like the view like that better. Okay, so guys, we here to talk about um we here to talk about make sure my camera up straight. Oh, Michael Beasley, NBA player Michael Beasley. And I'm not exactly sure if he went through narcissistic abuse or not, which I'm sure he did. But I don't know all his personal business. But I know he had a bunch of karmics in his life. And I was looking at the story on Michael Beasley, and he just feel like all his family and friends stole from him, and um, he had toxic relationships with unrequited love and cheating and just women lying and trying to use him for his money. That he just became the type of person that just go play basketball and he come home and isolate himself from the world. And so it's like, I'm a lot like that. I isolate, I saw he was crying. And sometimes I've cried. I ain't no better than Michael Beasley. Nah. But I see that he's dealing with a lot of trust issues. Like me, I'm dealing with a lot of, me and Michael Beasley got a lot in common. I even feel like me and Kevin Gates might have the same ancestors. Because when I hear Kevin Gates talk, it's like he getting his information from the same place I'm getting my information from. Yeah, the Most High and your ancestors. So he connected to the spiritual realm. I can see Nino with. I can tell by the crown and the throne Nino be sitting on, Nino Brown, that he connected to the spirit realm because he must be in the throne room. He understands we kings and royalty in the spirit realm, certain chosen ones. But Michael Beasley is a chosen one, and he been through a whole lot. And so this video is kind of just putting you up on Michael Beasley. You can go check him out here, NBA player, pretty good. He was drafted second, I want to say in 2008 to Derrick Rose. He was second to Derrick Rose, who went number one in 2008. He played on the Lakers with LeBron recently, and he a beast. Michael Beasley a beast. But all he do is play basketball, go home. He don't date. He don't hang out with nobody. He just isolate himself, kind of like me. You know, um, but they try to play him like a victim, which at one point in time I was a victim. I ain't gonna keep it real. He said, how can somebody victimize your ass? Spiritually and mentally abuse, financial abuse. You know, people do things to abuse you financially, mentally, and spiritually. As long as it ain't physically, then they can't call the cops. You know, and so pretty much, I want to do a video on regaining trust after dealing with the narcissist, because your sacral or your chakra that has to do with your, for men is, I hate to give y'all the wrong information, but your solar plexus chakra or your sacral chakra is different for men and women. That's like your sexual chakra. That could be off after narcissistic abuse. And it can be too high and too rampant, or it can be closed. And that's not good at all. Like mine is kind of closed right now, and I'm trying to open mine up. Michael Beasley's is closed. Due to narcissistic abuse or dealing with all the karmas in his life, just like me, I'm realizing yesterday, even before I read it, I saw something about Michael Beasley, but I just finally read it today. That was interesting to me. We got so much in common. Then, yesterday, I realized I was in denial about my own trust issues. Yeah, I got some serious trust issues, man. That's why I don't got nobody. That's why I'm not dating. That's like the people closest to me betrayed me. And that really did something to me that I haven't recovered all the way from yet. I like to think that I have, like healing is I got to start learning how to slow down. Healing is a forever long process. And so you have to take your time with your healing. And when you realize and you think you was all the way healed and something come up to trigger you, you can't let that, you can't beat yourself down. Deal with it. Understand that everything have highs and lows. I would love, like, I love in Florida when it'd be like long stretches of time where it'd be like 70 degrees, 75 degrees. I do that every day around this time. But yeah, so it's like, I would love it to be that weather all the time. But in the actuality of life, sometimes it's going to be hot, sometimes it's going to be cold, sometimes it's going to be just how you want it. And I say that to say that, you know, life isn't going to always be like peaches and cream, right? But you do have to rebuild trust. And so your healing journey is going to be like, you're going to hit some potholes and get distracted, get emotional, get whatever the case may be. You building it up. It's like you progress, not perfection. So you want to progress, you don't need perfection. And so it's like the narcissist is targeting being the person that you trusted and was supposed to be in your life, whether it was a mother, brother, family member, friends, ex-lover, child, your own kid can turn around to be a narcissist in your life, a karmic in your life. But that does something to your chakras, your heart, your solar plexus chakra, your crown chakra with your mental health. When you have to isolate from people and only deal with yourself, that can cause some issues with your mental health. You start going through long stretches and not dealing with nobody and just preferring to be alone like me. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do want to find my person. Like once I'm all the way healed and I ain't even know once all the way. I think I'm ready for my person. I got my eyes on one person. For real, I got my eyes on this one woman, and she got a channel, and I be kind of flirting with her a little bit. She didn't respond. Yeah, but I know she's kind of checking me out. I kind of feel it in my energy. But other than that, though, I really don't have like a lot of options. I see a lot of women like, I have options, don't get me wrong, but they're not the options that I want, so I guess they're not options. It's like I read people's energy, so it's like I be like not interested in what's been coming my way. But I do got my eyes on one young lady though, and I'm ready to start being able to trust again. And that's what you got to do. You got to step out. First, you got to come to agreement with yourself and understand that you are dealing with these trust issues, and that the people closer to you did break your trust, did break your heart, and did put you in situations that now got you looking over your shoulder. So I say that to say that there's a lot of men out here and women that have a lot of trust issues, and they just rather just go to work, school, whatever the case may be, and come home and deal with just their kids or just they self. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Beasley is big into his kids. Like he just rather deal with his kids, basketball, and home. And you know, I mean, he go out and grocery shop, but he don't not really like a person that hang out at the club and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us out here like that. And so I believe like people making connections through stuff like that. So never give up that God got somebody for you. Because it's easy to do. The devil, because a lot of times we not fighting against a person. We fighting against an energy, an entity, a principality, a presence. Just like God is a presence, this spirit is a presence and have other spirits. Even though we on the winning team, just imagine how slow these demons had to be to let the devil trick them to go against God in heaven. They slow. They still down here doing the same thing. Who going against God? The same slow entities that went against God in heaven, they down here and we got to deal with them. Like the Bible real, man, and like a lot of spiritual gifts and intuition is letting you know what you're dealing with. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in high places or something like that, and dark forces in high places, something like that. And that's real. So it's like it is up to us as chosen vessels connected to the Most High to shed light on these situations, to raise the vibration of the universe, and to first of all guide ourselves into salvation. Every man got to work out his own soul salvation. You got to become strong, work it out. Ain't no, hey, I'm 50%, you 50%, let's get together and be 100. Forget that. You whole, I'm whole, we coming together, we finna be powerhouse. If it's not that, then hey, you don't need it and neither do I. Chosen ones, we gotta first accept the responsibility that we did allow people. We gotta forgive ourselves that we allowed these people to do these things in our life. When we do that, now we start building the proper boundaries and setting them and loving on ourselves. Because that self-love is a dog out here. You know that. So love on yourself. Hug yourself. I be hugging myself because I be alone a lot, right? I hug myself. But I be feeling God and the presence of the Spirit of the Lord on me though, right? I got school I'm about to be finishing up. You got to see. As humans, we need something to look forward to. You got to create things in your life to look for. That's why I make my music. Like every week is a competition, and I'll be in that competition. That's something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm aiming for a number. Like I want to be number one. I be coming like 17th, 19th, 15th, 13th every week, and I'm like, but it's out of like 35 to 7,000 rappers. So I'm not doing horrible, but it's something to I want to make that hit song, like, you know what I'm saying? And so that's something that, I don't care how old I am, that's something that gives me something to live for. My books that I write, they give me something to transpire to be a writer with a #1 selling book. All the different things that I do. School, what I got going on with school, that's like big. That's something that I'm very proud of. You know what I'm saying? That give me something to transpire to be. When you don't have something to transpire to be, you just living day to day. It's easy to get caught up in the depression, the woe is me, and that's when the devil can kick in. Oh, I got to do this to get some diapers for my baby. No, you don't. God got you. See, that's the devil right there. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, we have to learn, heal, gain your independence, but we got to learn to trust again. Find somebody that you can trust and try trust again. Don't put it all on the table and let nobody destroy your life. But you got to learn to trust a little bit at a time if that's what it takes. And that's what I'm going to do. Like this week, I'm going to learn to trust somebody. Like I just be having women coming at me, I'd be like, it's the devil. I mean, you're for everybody. Can't live my life like that forever. So this week, I'm going to learn to trust somebody. And that, and the woman that I been having my eye on, and I kind of, I ain't seen no messages, nothing like that, but you know who you are. And I bet you watched my video. If you better shoot your shot for real, because I'm going to give somebody an opportunity to earn my trust. I think you should too. Hey, this pride, like, share, and subscribe, right? Because y'all know I don't be on here for that dough. I don't be coming on here trying to get no dough up out of nobody. I ain't here for that. But I am thinking about starting some personal, I ain't gonna call it no reading because I ain't gonna use no cards and nothing like that. Some personal guidance. If you need like personal questions, and you know what I'm saying, something like that, I'm gonna start working some things in where maybe I can set aside a couple hours a night and I can work in some 30-minute slots with some people and different things like that. I'm thinking about doing that. If you'd be interested in something like that, hit me up in the bottom and let me know. Hey, like, share, comment though, and subscribe though. Let some people know about this channel. especially some people that's going through it. And if you're famous and you come to me on one of those little things on the 30 minutes where you need to talk personally, hey, all of your business is 100% secure with me. If you're famous, if you whatever the case, that's just between me and you. I ain't gonna be like, oh, I know. Nah, I don't do like that. I ain't gonna blast your business all on the street. So yeah, all right, thank you. Y'all have a blessed night or day. It's getting started.